Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and metalmotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on troubled heart, fretting, worrying, and anxiety. Now, this is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which I would love to have you become a part of. What is the Life Domination online coaching program? Well, if you are stuck in your life, if you are stuck in a rut, if you are not going anywhere, if you need to get control of your relationships, your emotions, your mindset, if you need to lose weight, if you need to get your finances in order, if you need to make more money, if you need to get another job, if you need to achieve your goals, whatever it is you're wanting to do in life, the basic starting point to personal change is a stronger you. And that's what I'm all about. So much more than just success in life. Everything comes down to creating a stronger, more intelligent, wiser, more actionable you, a better version of you. Let's upgrade your life. And that's what the Life Domination coaching program is all about. It's very easy to do. In fact, you can do it all from your smartphone. Why? Because it's all done in a private Facebook group, which I administrate. That's right. You and I get to work together on a daily basis. Who else is in this group? Motivated people just like you. No haters, no naysayers, no critics, no negativity, okay? You and me working together along with a host of people just like you and me. What do you get? You get 5 videos each week on a single topic, as well as immediate access to my archives of well over 640 videos already done on multiple subjects. So you get all that for a simple low price each month. It costs just cents a day. And again, you can just spend minutes a day and do it all on your phone. It's pretty awesome. So I'd love to have you become a part of it. Learn more at the link below, metalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. So again, all this week we're talking about troubled heart, fretting, worrying, and anxiety. Troubled heart. Do you know what troubled waters are? Do you know what troubled times are? Exactly. It is agitation. It is agitation that is created by distress. And a lot of us, we're at some level on the line, whether it's fretting, worrying, or the more extreme example, anxiety. Now, it's challenging to deal with this with people because people become very defensive about the negative circumstances that they find themselves in, especially when it's related to a condition that they just can't seem to escape. For example, if I talk about stress, chronic stress, if I talk about anxiety, if I talk about depression, these are issues that people are very sensitive about. Why? Because they don't want it to be blamed on them, number one. And number two, they don't want to hear anybody suggest that there's a simple solution. For example, nobody wants to hear me say that if you're in a state of depression to just metal up and snap out of it, which I would never do. I would never say such a thing. I understand the depths of depression. I understand how things like anxiety and chronic stress and depression can be deep psychological, physical conditions that work in cycles and that are overwhelming, in which you are powerless, it seems, to resist. So I'm never going to tell you to snap out of it. But these are the reasons why people become very sensitive about the subject. The problem with that is they're not open to solutions. Now, for most issues in life, whether it's transforming yourself in dealing with an area like depression or anxiety, or you're just talking about achieving some goal that you've always had that you've never been able to achieve, either way, whether it's that positive or negative circumstance you're dealing with, the solutions are typically long-term, okay? So I would say that things like drugs and what have you are shortcuts, just like get-rich-quick schemes are shortcuts to achievement. If you really want to do what is in the center of your heart to do, if you really want to do what is reflective of your character, your nature, your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and become everything that you want to be in life, that's a long-term solution. And if you want to get out of constant worrying, if you want to get out of constant fretting, if you want to get out of constant anxiety and depression, it's going to take a long-term solution. Yes, you can go to the doctor and get a prescription for something, and that may help to balance you out. But I hope there's some sort of deadline on that. I hope that's not your long-term solution. There are long-term solutions to these things, but you've got to be open to them and you've got to be willing to do the work. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're going to stay right where you are, waiting for life to change, waiting for circumstances to change, waiting for somebody to come up with some new invention to help you get what it is you always wanted. Well, that's the only life that you've got, and I wouldn't spend it all waiting on something to happen for you. I would start to make some life happen for yourself. So that's what we're talking about all this week, is a troubled heart, fretting, worrying, and anxiety. And there's a difference between these things. When we are troubled, we are beset on every side by agitation, by distress, by problems, by conflict. This is what creates troubled times. But you can experience these things in three ways. You can be fretting, which basically means that you feel the distress on an emotional level. Fretful. Someone who is fretful is someone who feels things at an emotional level, okay? And it makes them sensitive. It makes them irritable. It makes them fearful. They're just fretful people. They always fret over things, okay? So if someone is a worrier, or if you are worrying, that's when you're actually dwelling on a specific problem. So worry is more of an intellectual thing, whereas fretfulness or fretting is more of an emotional thing. Now, we're trying to divide these up, and it's very hard to do because these happen inside of us, and emotion and mindset, are connected. So it's kind of hard to really draw clean lines between these things. But I think this will help to make some sense. Fretfulness tends to be something that's emotional. Worry tends to be something a little more mental, something that is on your mind that's more specific. Fretfulness is just your emotional approach to everything. Worry is kind of, you're more worried about a specific thing or person. Anxiety, however, it's like a combination of fretfulness and worry on steroids, okay? Anxiety is at a whole nother level. Anxiety, again, likened to something like depression, is much, much deeper. Not one of those things you can just snap out of. And I understand that, as I said, but we do want to talk about some long-term solutions to these things. And it does mean you're going to have to go to work. I'm sorry, you do have to work on these things. This is life. Life is not fair, ladies and gentlemen. I think you already know that. I'm just here to remind you of that fact and to call on that deeper part of you, that part of you that wants and desires change. Because even though you might be someone who suffers fretting or worry or anxiety or depression, deep inside you is a warrior. Deep inside you is a fighter. Deep inside you is an awareness and a belief that life can be so much better for you and that you have the ability to achieve it. That part of you is in there, but it's all covered up by life. It's all covered up by what's happened to you. It's all covered up by the negativity. It's all covered up by what people have said to you. It's all covered up by the impact of your circumstances. But that better part of you is still there, and that's what I'm speaking to. I'm not so concerned to address your defensive mind and all of its confusion. I want to get to that deeper part of you, that spiritual, that subconscious, that real you, that fighting you that doesn't give up, that you that still wants to prevail, that you that desires to overcome, that desires change. That's the part of you I'm speaking to. And if we can start to clear the clutter of your life and begin to shine some light, turn on a flashlight and shine some light inside your heart and mind, I believe we can find answers, and I believe we can begin the process of transformation in your life where you can really begin to experience change. And isn't that what you want? I'm not just talking about success in life. I'm talking about building a stronger you. So please spend some time with me this week on Troubled Heart, fretting, worrying, and anxiety. As I said, this is all shown in my Life Domination online coaching program. I'd love to have you be a part of it. Please visit the link below to learn more. Again, it's easy to do. You can sign up at any time. You can cancel at any time. But I think what you'll find out is once you get in there and you meet all these awesome people, man, you're going to love the support. You're going to love the mutual encouragement. You're going to love just the information that's being shared there. And again, you and I get some more time to spend together. So visit the link below, metalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.